Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Alan, and on this channel we talk all things sales funnels and online business. So today we are looking at some of the best ideas from the book The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Now this book actually has a special place in my heart and history because when I finally started reading again about 5 years ago, it was the first book I ordered and read off of Amazon when I got back into it. So anyway, that doesn't matter to you, so let's go ahead and just get started. So the first great idea from this book is that information is worth much less than we tend to give it credit for. So I actually have this discussion with people all the time where people tell me, people would make more money if they knew how. People would be able to start a business, to get more educated, to have more money, to move cities, to lose weight, if they only could learn how. Now, as nice as this might sound, this is actually not the problem against most people reaching their goals. So the easiest example of this would be for fitness. So most people say, I want to lose weight, I want to get fit, I want to blah, blah, blah. So everyone on earth already has the information to do this, which is work out more, eat less. Literally, there is nobody on earth that does not have that information. However, how many people are willing to actually do that? So just keep in mind that we already have the information. If you have an internet connection, you already have access on how to make money, how to start a business, how to lose weight, how to get that girl or guy you want, and pretty much any goal that you have. The next great idea is that the secret to your success and that of everyone else is in your daily routine. So you've probably heard this a million times before: develop good habits, develop a productive routine, and so forth. Now, while everybody hears those things and says, oh yeah, that's nice, I agree, nobody does it. So sticking to our routine here, what do you do the second you wake up? Do you check YouTube, Instagram, TikTok? What do you do right before you go to sleep? Do you watch TV? Do you also go on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, and so forth? Now, all of this is just to say that your daily routine, what you do every single day by habit without any other excuses at a certain time, no matter what, is a gigantic key to your success. So while you may consider a routine kind of boring or predictable or whatever negative association that you might have with it, just keep in mind all of the most successful people in the world have a strong, dedicated routine. The next great idea from this book, which actually changed my life more than any other quote or fancy inspirational message. Anyway, the quote is that 99% of all news has no bearing on your life. Now, intuitively, pretty much everyone knows this, that if you turn on the news, every single thing is negative. Somebody died, somebody crashed, there's a war, some politician is doing something bad. Like, okay, all of those things are true. I don't mean to downplay any of those things, but the point is that you would be much better served if you just don't watch the news at all. Now, to be fair, I used to be a huge news junkie, actually like extreme junkie. Just keep in mind that all news is not only placed, but doesn't affect you. So when Florida has some crazy new law, when California or Alaska or China or Germany or Zimbabwe or whoever has some law or some event or some election or some corruption, you could either, one, consume a ton of news like I used to do, or you can focus on what benefits you, your business, your family, your well-being, and most importantly, what you can control. The next great idea is that you are responsible for 100% of what happens to you and of what you experience. The point is that the more you take responsibility for everything in your life, the better off and the more successful you will be. It is a very human desire to not want to accept fault. Now, I actually love to tell this story that imagine a baby is left on your doorstep. It may completely not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. So you can think of this as everything that happens to you. I know a ton of people say, "Oh, it's not my fault. I shouldn't have to do anything about this." Well, too damn bad, because it doesn't have to be your fault, but it is your responsibility. Another great analogy to this, you could say, is something I read somewhere. I feel kind of bad for getting the reference, which is called the empty boat parable. So this pretty much means, imagine you're in a tiny little rowboat and some huge boat is heading towards you, and you just sit there in your little small rowboat and you say, "Oh, this huge boat, they'll see I'm here, they'll move out of the way, they'll be responsible," and so forth. But they get closer, and next thing you know, they cross you and they crush your boat. Now, what would most people do? They would say, "Oh, that's not fair. You should have paid attention to where you were going. I'm going to sue you." But the story goes that this person climbs up into the giant boat and they realize that nobody is even on this boat. Nobody is driving it. So the short story is that it's no one's fault. So you should consider this in every negatively perceived situation in your life, that whatever negative thing comes your way, "Oh, this regulation came. Oh, my dog died. Oh, whatever happened," just keep in mind that you would be a million times better served if you accept responsibility. So this means, "Oh, a new regulation happened. It's my fault. What could I have done differently? Oh, my competitor did something that screwed me. How is this my fault? Oh, my product didn't sell. Oh, my ad didn't work." Whatever negative thing that happens to you, just keep in mind, it's your fault. Or better yet, it's your responsibility. Now, I know a lot of people have like a visceral reaction. They're like, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I shouldn't have to do anything." Just remember the baby on your doorstep. It may not be your fault. It may not be your fault at all, but it is your responsibility. The next great idea from this book is that your circle of 5, aka the 5 people that you hang out with most, will determine 95% of your success. Now, I know that this isn't a new or uncommon idea, that you've probably heard the word mastermind or the network you keep or something like that, but the point is that this matters a million times more than people give it credit for. So the short story is that if you hang out with 5 people who are lazy and overweight and don't care about money, then sorry, but you're going to end up the exact same way. And actually, I'm not sorry, because whether you like it or not, we all have the control of who we hang out with, who we see most, and so forth. So it actually, even if you live with a group of people who aren't as motivated as you would like them to be, you could still find YouTube channels as kind of an indirect community, or a Facebook group, or a forum, or you could literally go out to a meetup. The point is that you are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with most. So if they're broke, you're going to be the next broke one. You're going to be the next lazy one. If they watch too much TV or watch too much news or make too many excuses, then you are bound to turn out the same way. Have you read The Compound Effect or anything else by Darren Hardy? Comment below if you have. Well, that wraps us up for today. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.